Start with a thorough consultation to find out what outcome the client desires. In this case, our client's hair is very thick, curly, and very frizzy. Nanoplasty treatment works on all hair types, regardless of if the hair is thick, frizzy, or wavy. We can achieve beautiful, straight, frizz-free results even on 4C hair type. On dark hair, the colour may go 2 to 3 shades lighter post-treatment. It really depends on the client's undertone and colour build-up, whether the colour will change or not. However, some clients actually like their colour more after the treatment. It is safe to colour hair immediately post-treatment. However, for best results, we recommend waiting 1 week in between a nanoplasty and a colour service, as the colour might not take as well on some hair types if done right away. We recommend waiting 2 to 3 weeks in between a nanoplasty and a bleach service. First, we pre-wash the hair twice with a Biopulent cleansing shampoo or up to 4 washes on thick, resistant hair. Use a warm water temperature to help open the cuticle. Do not use conditioner. Dry the hair, but don't over-dry to avoid closing the cuticle. Section the hair into 4 parts for an easy application. Shake the nano treatment and mix the required amount into a tint bowl. Apply the nano treatment starting from the nape area and work your way up. Take small sections and apply 1 centimeter away from the scalp. Avoid applying the product directly on the scalp as it can cause irritation. Instead, use your hands or a comb to move the product up as close as possible to the roots. Rub the product into each section with your hands to help it penetrate the hair cuticle more effectively. Be sure every section is coated with the nano treatment. Once all the hair is applied, pin the hair up and leave it to process for 1 hour and 15 minutes. If the hair is very thick and resistant, you can leave the product on for 1 hour and 30 minutes. If during the processing time the hair starts to look dry due to hair absorbing the treatment really well, do go in with a light application halfway through processing, specifically on the parts that the hair looks dry. Once the processing time is up, rinse your client's hair using cold to lukewarm water. Start rinsing from the roots. Only remove excess product, but don't over-rinse. Remove 80 to 90% of the product only. The best way to remove excess product is to damp the hair, then massage the product in, rinse, repeat until the water starts to run clear. Once the water starts to run clear, you can stop rinsing. Do not shampoo. Dry the hair completely. You don't have to use a brush whilst drying. Just blast dry the hair until it is completely dry, although using a brush is completely safe. Section the hair into 3 or 4 parts for an easier ironing process. The ironing process is the most important part of the service. You can use the Biopulent heat shield prior to starting the ironing process to protect your client's hair from the heat. Set your iron to a suitable temperature. It is best to start at a lower temperature and increase the heat if necessary. You will need to assess the hair strength for the right temperature. In this case, our client's hair is thick and strong, so we're using 450 Fahrenheit, which is 230 degrees Celsius. Take small size sections and iron each section 8 to 12 times. The number of times you iron depends on the client's hair type and desired result. My client wants a very straight result, so I'm ironing each section 10 to 12 times. If my client wanted to keep some curl and volume, but eliminate frizz, I would iron each section 6 to 8 times only. It is important to add tension while ironing each section. Using a hair straightening clamp brush will create the tension required for straight results. Remember, everyone's hair is different. However, you will know when you have ironed each section enough times as the hair will look straight, shiny, and very light like a feather. Parts of the hair that have a stronger curl will need to be ironed more times to seal the product into the hair. Repeat this section by section until the hair is completely ironed. You can now wash your client's hair to reveal the real result and equalize the pH level of the hair. With the first wash, you don't need to shampoo. First rinse the hair, then apply the Biopulent SOS Hydrating Hair Mask. Leave the mask on for 5 minutes and rinse. Dry the hair and enjoy the beautiful results.